Awesome. All right, everybody, welcome. It's our Tuesday night team call, and it's a beautiful spring evening. Just so glad to have each of you join us. We had a really fun weekend. Denise Reck and Ed Reck opened their beautiful She Shed Man Cave amazing shop that was hosting our little gathering for LVA last Saturday, and it was so nice. Fun to be together. We all had food and fun and, just had a really good time. And it was so good to, just all be together and celebrate LVA. So remember, every third Saturday going forward, they're doing each month at LVA unless there's an EA. So get registered for LVA coming up in June. And it's $25 for those, and it's a 4-hour training. They are doing limited in person. Also, make sure that July Elite Academy is coming up July 10th. Make sure you're registered for that. And also, if you want, they still have the bundles of the skincare. So you can get those ordered as well and get a free ticket to EA. So that is a great deal coming up. Also in October, they're going to have a limited in-person of 2,500 people. So if the first people that get registered for October 7th in Salt Lake City, that is coming up. So that is really exciting to have, that chance to be together in Salt Lake City in October. Make sure you get registered for that. So that is a little bit of the housekeeping, and I want to bring on a very special guest. I was seeing on Facebook that Susie Jelinek Benjamin, she is from North Dakota, and she is, I believe, on Ryan Rock's team, I believe, under Pose. But seeing that she was having success with the new skincare line, doing spa parties, and I thought, what a great way to get some tips of how she's doing these spa parties. That's something all of us could do, and it would be fun. And just using and featuring this brand new skincare CBD line. So I'm going to just, pass it over to you, Susie. Susie is a faith-filled woman, wife of Al, and mom to 4 beautiful children from Sioux Falls and now living in North Dakota. She has a background in certified athletic trainer of 13 years experience in various settings, including high school, athletics, and orthopedics. In orthopedic surgery. She was introduced to LifeVantage by her brother, John Jelinek, who was a chiropractor a few years ago, and her husband, Al, who was a Navy veteran who was skeptical but decided to give our products a try, and it was truly a game changer for his health. He suffered mental and emotional stress while on several deployments, so probably PTSD, and has found major benefits with activating his body, which we want to hear about that story too, Susie. She is now a work-at-home mom. She's a Pro 5, and when she saw this opportunity and a vehicle to continue to stay at home with her kids and provide extra income for their family and bless more people on this journey toward wellness and financial health, she is thrilled that she gets to attend the Pro 5 Summit coming up in September. So welcome to our call, Susie. I'm so excited to hear from you. I want you to tell your amazing story and how the products helped your husband with PTSD, and then give us some tips about how you're incorporating this product and doing the spa parties. So thanks for joining us tonight.
Absolutely. Thank you for having me, Marilyn. It's an honor to be on your team call. I just love that when we can connect with more people and within our teams, cross-line and upline. So I really appreciate you having me here. And I am just like having so much fun lately because just a little bit of the, about the spa party. The beginning of this month, I really just thought, how can I connect more with people now that people are getting together more face to face? I was really missing that. I think everybody is. And so that's why I decided to host a spa party. And I'll get into a little bit more about how I promoted it, how I invited, and what I did with the spa party. But yeah, a little bit about my story first. I live in Sioux Falls, South Dakota right now. I'm originally from North Dakota, and it was my brother in North Dakota that introduced me to LifeVantage products. And it was a little over, probably about 4 years ago now, that my husband started taking the products, but he was very skeptical. And my brother, before this, my brother John, a chiropractor, had been sending me studies on how oxidative stress affects PTSD, just the relationship between the two. And my husband, Al, like Marilyn said, he is a Navy veteran and he served on 4 deployments overseas and he struggled with that. And so it was, you know, it was like walking on eggshells a lot around him, anger outbursts, he had a lot of anxiety, just nervousness. And it was after taking these products, like I said, he was skeptical, but it was after we moved to Sioux Falls and he actually started a new job here, is when he kind of thought, okay, I'm going to give it a shot. I'm going to try these products. And it was after about 6 weeks that I noticed first in him that he was in a better mood. He was more positive. He was a better dad and he was a better husband. And after I kind of was processing all of these things and what had changed in him, I called my brother up and I said, I'm all in. I'm all in with this. If it could help one more person, just like it's helped Al with his PTSD, it would be a game changer for anybody. And so I just feel so incredibly blessed to share our story with you. And if you know anybody that could benefit in the way that Al could, I mean, this is why we do what we do. We want to share our stories. And so since then, I mean, it's not, you know, I feel like we have a miracle body, right? We all know this, that it's not, you know, LifeVantage and our products are a huge piece of a puzzle, right? Our health puzzle. There's so many other facets of the puzzle, especially for my husband with PTSD, right? There's therapy, there's counseling, there's other things to do. However, for him, huge piece of the puzzle. And so just, again, so grateful for LifeVantage and for these products. And so, yes, like Marilyn mentioned, I qualified for the Pro 5 Summit. I've been waiting a little while because of the pandemic. They've been pushing off the summit. And so this fall, I'll be attending the Pro 5 Summit. So super excited for that. But this spring and just this year, 2021, really just wanted to make an impact, make a greater impact than I ever have in my business. And that kind of hit me this month at the beginning of the month with our new CBD enhanced Nerve 2 products coming out. And I really wanted to, you know, I was kind of just racking my brain, thinking of ideas of ways that we could get together, share these products. And I actually kind of went back to when I attended like a Mary Kay party, probably like in college. And I thought, you know what, that would be really fun just to connect with other women. And so what I did was I created a Facebook event page. And I invited probably around 90 women in the area, local area. And I knew that I wasn't going to get all 90 women to come over to my house. You know how inviting goes, but I was able to get to that first spa party. And that was the only one I've done this year, but I plan on definitely doing more. And I was able to have 9 women come over, which was really great. And so what we did was I showcased the new products. I showcased our True Science 4-piece set. And I purchased there's little paint trays that you can purchase at Hobby Lobby, or you could get them at any craft store, Michael's, probably even Walmart or Target, but they're little paint trays. And there were 6 little spots in the paint trays. I purchased those and I put just like a little dollop of each of the products, specifically the 4-piece set that we have, the skincare set. And then I, you know, showcased the beauty serum that we have, the body butter, the body lotion, the body rub, the little tin. I'm losing track of the name of what it's called, but you know, the balm. So all of those new products. So what we did was I made a couple easy pies. I put some fruit out. I actually went to the dollar store and I purchased a couple of little cute door prizes. I had a hand cream on hand that I gave away as a door prize as well. So I had, you know, everybody put their name in for a drawing. And then I had, I made sure to highlight our $10 off for any new customer. And so I ended up getting 2 new customers from that party, but I also had a lot of current customers reorder. Current customers that have been on other products like Nerve 2 alone, they started ordering the skincare and and the hand cream as well. So that was really, really exciting. But more than anything, you guys, it was just connections with those women, introducing them to what we have. I also did play the Nerve 2 informational video. And so that was great just to give them the background of what is behind our body care line, the Nerve 2 technology. And so that was really important. And so it was just fun. We had a great time. I had sparkling water and Axio available. I had daily wellness samples. So it was really great to be able to let everybody try those things. I had the Dove chocolates with the inspirational sayings on the inside. So again, my goal was to really just pamper these women, and a lot of them, were customers as well. And so I wanted to make sure that I was showing them how thankful I was for their loyalty as a customer of mine as well. So it was just a lot of fun. And now that I have all of the supplies, the little paint trays, I also purchased some little mirrors at the dollar store. And so I had those available for when they were putting on their skincare. I purchased some white washcloths at the dollar store as well. And I wet them. And then I stuck them in my crock pot and warmed them up so that every woman got a hot towel in their face before they put on the skincare. And that was probably the highlight. I saw this idea on Pinterest and I just loved it. And it felt so good. And we did the mask. We did the mud mask as well. So that was obviously the precursor to the 4-piece set. And it ended up as a promotion for any person who ordered as well, as a new customer, or even as a current customer. For anybody who ordered any products after that party, I gave it maybe 2 days afterwards, they went into a drawing for a free mud mask as well. So I really just kind of was like really pampering and just made it super special. And I don't think you would have to go all out and give away so many things. I think if I did it next time, I would definitely maybe change it up. Sometimes it can get expensive, but at the same time, I know that all of this, as far as hosting a party too, is tax deductible. Everything that I bought for my party, all of the supplies, all of the food, everything is I can deduct on my taxes. I know that from having this business. So super fun. And I would definitely recommend for anybody to try it.
Yes, I think that's a great idea. In fact, back when the launch of the skincare came out back in 2014 or 15, we were doing some of those spa parties. And I remember doing that too, getting those little cheap white washcloths at the dollar store and then getting them warmed up in that little crock pot. And it's such a pampering thing. It's a small thing, but it's kind of fun to just do those little extra pampering things. But I love those ideas. And yeah, like giving away prizes that are actual products so that they're using them, and if they fall in love with them, obviously it's going to lead to customers down the road. And what's the difference if you have a spa party versus a regular traditional opportunity meeting? Really you're still experiencing the products, you're still talking about the business and the product line, but it's just more of a hands-on experience. So I think it's a great idea. And heck, you got 2 new customers, you got some more interest, and then it gives you a reason, like you said, you can contact those people that didn't make it to your spa party and say, hey, did you want to host one, and I'll do it. And who knows where it could lead, right?
Right, absolutely. And that's a great point. All of the women who just couldn't make it, it was a heavy graduation party weekend. And so I knew that was going to be a reason why a lot of women weren't going to be able to be there. But absolutely, I mean, those people that are on my database list that I invited, I will definitely be reaching out to them even before the month is over. Again, making sure that they know that our body care is launching on the first of the month and getting them on my list. But as well, to see if they want to come to another party in the future. I definitely plan on hosting another one in the month of June. So it was fun. It was a great reason to clean my house too, with having 4 kids. We all worked together. We got the house clean. So that was actually like, my house just sometimes doesn't get clean unless there's people coming over. So it's a great perk.
It's a great way to stage it, right? We're going to stage the house.
Yeah.
I love it. Oh, and I love your story too. I mean, just so many great tips, and just, knowing that I forgot, that you're right in Sioux Falls. Duh. I was thinking you were still up in North Dakota, but you're from North Dakota. So that is a great idea. And anyone have any questions that you want to fire off before we let you go? No questions? Okay. Awesome. Well, thank you for your time, Susie. If you need to run, that's fine. Otherwise, I'm going to play an interview I did earlier this week with Rebecca Glasser. And she is she's a plastic surgeon, lives in Colorado now, but she's a Pro 7, but still practicing. And she really gave some great tips as well. And she's also done the spa parties. So heck, if a Pro 7 plastic surgeon is doing spa parties, why can't we, right? And you, right? So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen, and we're going to play that quick too. If you also at around 8 o'clock, we're going to have Maria Williams is doing the Flip the Switch tonight. So you might want to catch that if you have to jump off early, but we're going to start this. And thank you for Julia Mills for uploading this to YouTube. Now, hopefully it'll play. Can you guys see that? Let's see here. Oh, it was playing earlier. Maybe it won't now. Go back to this.
Marilyn, if it doesn't play there, maybe, I mean, maybe it'll play on the YouTube channel.
Yeah, I know. I didn't pull that up. Do you have that one ready? I'll see
Oh.
here if this. There we go.
Welcome, everyone. I am super excited today to have a special guest, Rebecca Glasser. She's a board certified plastic surgeon with over 20 years experience of specializing in breast cancer reconstruction. She has been with our company LifeVantage for over 8 years, and she serves on the scientific advisory board of our company. Now, she has practiced in, you went to school at North Carolina, Chapel Hill, correct? And practiced in, also in Florida. You were at the, is it University of Florida? For your...
Yeah, I mean, at 20 years, you can be in a lot of places, right? So I did my schooling at University of North Carolina. I did my residency down at University of Florida in Gainesville. Went back to Chapel Hill to do my plastics. And then since then, I've had a lot of different practices. I was assistant professor at University of Florida. Went into private practice, then came out to Colorado, worked for a small hospital to start up their breast cancer program. And now I'm in private practice solo again.
Oh, wonderful. And now you're just recently married and have 2 bonus children, and you live in Colorado. But I remember meeting you at our Pro 5 Summit in Utah, what was it, back in 2013 or 14, whichever. That was such a fun time. And I just remember being impressed by the caliber of people in our company. You know, I'm sitting next to a plastic surgeon and a top insurance salesperson, you know, Amy Holmwood. And we had such a great group of friends that were just beginning this journey together in this company. And my background with radiology, mammography, you know, I just very impressed with, you know, the caliber of people coming into our company. But what I wanted you to share today with our team and with those people watching today is, why would a plastic surgeon, busy girl like you, have any interest in getting involved with this company? And, you know, what was it that attracted you to our company and to this product line?
Yeah, I mean, I think that's such a great question. I think so many people in the field of medicine are attracted to this company because of the science. I mean, that's really what got me in the beginning. I remember speaking with Dr. Alice Reed, who was my doctor back in Florida, and her showing me the ABC Primetime video and doing that research, looking into oxidative stress. What does Protandim do? What are all these studies that are published in these reputable journals about? And so it was truly the science that first got me interested in the company. That's where I started, because at that time I was in a very busy private practice.
Right. So then you were just basically like, I'm going to take this product, I'm going to recommend it to my clients. And I love the fact that you're in breast reconstruction, because like I said, my mom and grandma both had breast cancer. I feel like it's just being a radiology tech and mammographer for over 30 years. I just know that that's really important to both of us. But just when you finally, you know, you, like me, you were interested in the product and like taking it and being a consumer, but what was the tipping point where you said, I'm all in with this company, this is different?
Right. And again, I think we all have different journeys, right? So if you look at where I started, I joined because of the science. I joined because I really wanted my friends, my family to be on these products. And, being in the field of medicine and being with breast cancer patients for over a year's time, you really get to know them. And at the end of that year, they would always say to me, well, what do I do now? I finished my surgery, my chemo, my radiation. I want to be healthier. I want to make my body as healthy as I can possibly be. What do I do now? And so that really took me more and more on that journey of prevention, on that journey of cellular health. I think that's something that we're doing. But it wasn't until later that I said, well, gosh, plastic surgery is awesome, but the call is not quite so fun. So, when I moved out to Colorado, I was on call 24 hours a day. I did that for 4 years. And as you mentioned, I have a family now, a wonderful husband and 2 bonus kids. And, I wanted some free time. I didn't want to always be married to the hospital. I wanted time to be with my family. And so that's really what switched me over more to the business side of LifeVantage, to look more at that time freedom to be able to do what I wanted, when I wanted, without being tied to the hospital.
Right. Now, so back in 2014, when we launched, we've always had an amazing anti-aging skincare product line. We enhanced it in 2014, came out with a 4-step system. It is really clinically proven to, help restore the skin and, just give us that amazing edge of protection with our skin barrier of our immune system and everything. But what was the idea behind enhancing it with CBD, and what, can you explain a little bit about the science of, is it the synergy between the two that enhances the action, or how would you explain that?
Yeah, so if you look at our first product line that came out, which is our True Science skincare line, and that one we have 4 different products, right? We have a cleanser, we have a perfecting lotion, an eye cream, and an anti-aging serum. And when we first brought those out, they were NRF2 activated. And if you think about your skin is your largest organ of your body. It is, that first line of defense against Mother Nature. So whether you're in Colorado and you're outside all the time in the sun and the elements of the elevation, or if you're in Florida or you're in a big city with pollution and other toxins, remember, your skin is your first line of defense. And we often talk about NRF2, and we talk about this idea of oxidative stress, or your body rusting from the inside out, right? This free radical damage. And so it would make sense that we would take this NRF2 technology, which is shown to reduce oxidative stress by 40% in 30 days, and apply it to our skincare line. Because as a plastic surgeon, what do people come in for? They come in because they see the visible signs of aging on their skin. They see the brown spots, the wrinkles, the sagging, all of those changes that are from the elements. And so I love combining this idea of Protandim NRF2 into our skincare line. Now, most recently, we are launching June 1st, our new personal care line, where we're extending that line. And people have been asking for this for a long time. And the reason that we incorporated CBD, which is a broad spectrum CBD, why we added that into our personal care line was because it activates NRF2. Okay, so again, I think that everything is always going to be based on this NRF2 technology. I mean, that's the flagship product is Protandim NRF2. And by incorporating a broad spectrum CBD into some of the skincare line, it's again enhancing those NRF2 effects.
Wow. And when you say enhancing, I watched some of the training videos, and they talk about there's almost like the receptors on the skin that it's communicating with. Can you explain a little bit about that?
Yeah, I mean, it gets, I think, perhaps a little too scientific, but again, what we're trying to do is, if you think about skincare products that are out there over the years, right? There's been things like, for example, vitamin C products. Well, vitamin C is an antioxidant. That's why it's been used in skincare for so many years. But when you think about what NRF2 does, NRF2, when you activate that pathway, when you flip that switch, it turns up antioxidant enzymes. So it's working in a much more efficient way. It's working at really even a genetic level to look at this. And so again, we think about, why would you take antioxidants when you can make antioxidants? The same holds true for your skin. It's that extra layer of protection for your skin.
Do you have a favorite so far? Because I've been using this line now for a couple weeks and I love the beauty serum. That is amazing. Not all of the body care line has CBD in it. I believe it's the wash does not, in the body lotion, but the rest, even the deodorant. I mean, can you give me a few little tips about each one of the products maybe that you feel that?
I don't think we'll have time to go over all of them, but I'm happy to talk about a couple of them. Just so you know, when you look at our lotion as well as our body wash, we're a global company. And so we want to create products that can be used all over the world. And so unfortunately, CBD is not approved in the global market for all countries. And so we wanted to make sure that a couple of our personal care items had some products that didn't have CBD. So that's our body lotion as well as our body wash. So this can be used universally, what our goal is. Now, like you, my favorites is the body serum. It is the serum. And the reason for that is it's such a complement to our True Science skincare line. So if you look at the order of things, you want to make sure that you're going to use the cleanser first, then the perfecting lotion, then you would use the serum, then your eye cream, and then the anti-aging cream. The serum is just so moisturizing, so hydrating. One little drop covers my whole face, but I use 2 drops, so I make sure I get it on my neck and on my chest as well to address those areas. But again, it's that CBD enhanced NRF2 activation. All of these new CBD products are 0.0% THC. I think, Marilyn, you and I, that's important because in the hospital, they test for those things. You can't have any THC on board. So just know that these are all cleared for that because it's 0.0% THC. So the serum, one of my favorites, I've already added it to my line. My other favorite is the body butter, which actually you're holding up right now. The body butter, again, for me in this really dry climate out in Colorado, my skin is always dry, I'm always outside. This is really thick, really moisturizing. It's wonderful for super dry areas like your feet, your hands, your elbows. But for me, I use it on my legs as well because I need that extra moisture. So those are 2 of my favorites. Again, what I love about this is there's so many different ones to try. Everyone's going to have a different favorite, but it's a wonderful way to use products that are clean for you, clean for the environment.
And I can see like body rub, and I love that soothing balm. I use that on my lips. But if you're sore from a workout or just stressed from the day, I have a massage therapist that comes to my home and does my massage therapy, and I'm gonna have her use the body rub the next time, just because I'm curious how that would maybe help with the massaging into the muscles and everything. But
and the body rub is specifically designed for muscles, right? So it has a minty smell to it, but if you think about in the old days at the gym when people used to walk around with that menthol, they would massage that into their muscles and they would absolutely stink. This has such a beautiful fragrance. It's doing the same thing without the menthol. So you're really going to use this after a hard workout, or if you've been working out in the garden or out in the yard. It's wonderful to massage in for sore muscles or places that need a little extra TLC. Or if you've been sitting at a computer all day and you're just stiff from just sitting all day, it's just a wonderful product.
I know, I love that. And also our deodorant. I've never really used natural deodorants before, but always concerned because of breast cancer. You know, a lot of women that come in for their mammograms, they talk about what is the best, natural skin or deodorant to use. So I don't know if you have a few minutes to just talk about the deodorant.
Yeah, so again, we're trying to replace the deodorant with more natural options, something that's clean for you, clean for the environment. Some of the things that we like to avoid in deodorants are things like aluminum, as well as baking soda, because it can really clog up the pores. So, if you haven't tried a natural option before, this is a wonderful natural option. I know with mammography, certainly you're doing a lot of stuff in the lymph nodes or in the armpit. And so again, you want to take care of that area as well as you do other areas. So a natural option is great.
Great. So, and I know you've been having a few skin spa parties at your home or with some friends. Do you want to just share a little bit about those and how that's going over?
So, when I look at skincare, we all want it to work, but we all want to smell it, feel it, touch it, experience it ourselves. And so we've been having a lot of fun with doing spa parties where we have everyone over for a social gathering. We're able to socialize and chat, and now that things are finally, the restrictions are lifting, it's nice to all gather again. And then we do spa parties so people can truly experience the line. We've been doing it traditionally with the True Science skincare line, and we've been doing the masks as well, which were available for a little while. But now I'm sure with the new personal care line, we're going to want to incorporate that as well. So again, people can smell, feel, experience these products, because we want something to work, but we want it to smell good and feel good too.
Right. And ladies love to get together and pamper them, do some pampering things and get together and have a little wine and fun. And that's a great idea. So what would you say to somebody that says, I visited with my plastic surgeon, or I went to, my favorite upscale salon, and, they're all about medical grade skincare and, high-end products. How can we compete with that industry?
Right. So, there's a lot of great products out there. And so again, you have to figure out what works best for you. When I look at some of the medical grade products that I used to use, I was certainly involved in the whole retinol area. And the problem with retinols or retin-A's is that it can cause problems as far as the side effects, right? Can cause, drying or flaking or redness. And, we actually had a couple of studies that compared our True Science skincare line to retinol. And it showed that we actually beat retinol, that we had a better product. And so when you start looking at things medical grade, you're again looking at the science behind it. What are the studies on it? I love the fact that we do have some papers on our True Science skincare line. And so to me, again, it's up there because we're doing the science to back it. And if you go to, for example, PubMed.gov and you type in Nerf2 in skin, you're going to find all kinds of wonderful papers that are looking at that arena.
Right. And that's what really impresses me too. And I'm sure a lot of physicians would say that when you partner a CBD product to enhance an NRF2 product on the skin, I really don't know, are we really first to market in that? I mean, I don't know of other lines that have both.
To my knowledge, we're first to market on that.
So that's pretty incredible. And I just think too, when you have a niche market like ours, so we're not for everybody, but we're for people that want to get to the oxidative stress, to the cellular, to that cellular level of where oxidative stress is, targeting. So we're going to target that cellular level and also, bring it to that outside barrier of our skin. And so I think it's just a powerful combination. And we have that niche market with Nerve2 and CBD. Any final tips or thoughts that you want to share with us before we close out?
No, I appreciate you so much, Marilyn, for having me as your guest today. It was such a pleasure. And what I would tell you is, go out and try these products. They're absolutely amazing. Feel them, smell them, touch them. I think you'll love them as much as we do.
Yes, and the price point is amazing also when you look at that, and to know that we are clean. We have not got the ratings back from Think Dirty, correct?
Not to my knowledge, no.
But that's coming. So we have submitted that. Okay. And we're pretty sure because of the ingredients, it'll be a very low rating, 0 to 3. So that is promising as well. So if you're looking for clean, natural, niche, price point, very good. And just also great smell, great feel. But something that's actually enhancing in the Nerve2 action of your product line, that really is what sets us apart. So I appreciate you, Dr. Glasser, for being part of our little interview today, and just so appreciate all you do for the company. I know you did part of the launch, flew to Salt Lake City last week, was it?
Yeah, a couple of weeks ago, and those videos should be available for folks to share.
Okay, on our website, we just have it at our fingertips. So thank you so much for your dedication to our company, being on the advisory board and giving us so much value, and just for being such a great resource as well for us. So we appreciate you too. So have a wonderful day, and I will get this recording sent to you as well. Thank you so much.
All right, bye everybody.
Bye.
Okay, that was our recorded interview. Since she had other commitments, things going on, she couldn't be live tonight. So did anybody have any questions? Hopefully that was informative enough. I always have to be careful on the words that I use because I was trying to stay compliant. So sorry if I sounded like I was kind of fishing for the right words, but when it's recorded like that, I'm always kind of thinking, okay, got to word this correctly so I don't get in trouble with compliance.
It was excellent. It was really good. And so I got to make sure I did upload that to YouTube. I
Yeah.
don't know.
It was, yeah, yep. I just
Good.
showed the one from my Zoom, but I noticed, did we have a guest on today? Did somebody, Amy Hines, are you a guest, or I saw that you were on?
I'm a distributor, Marilyn.
Oh, yes, okay. I couldn't see your face on there, so I was like,
Yeah.
oh, okay,
Yeah.
great. Awesome.
I've been-
Well, hopefully-
I happened to see it on Facebook, and I was like, oh my gosh, let me get on now while I can. I don't know what's left, but I think I got on about 8:45. Well, I'm Eastern Standard Time. Yeah.
Okay.
So I was running around washing dishes and doing things and listening to Dr. Glasser. It was really good.
Yeah, great info.
Yeah.
So hopefully, just so you know, in our back office, or on our website, you can scroll all the way down to the products and see the new products that are listed there. And then they posted all of those videos for each product. There's a video. Dr. Glasser and Melody Rodardi is another physician that did those live, those recorded videos on all the products. So lots of learning to do. Also, go to Facebook Live on Monday. They're going to announce that coming in June, they've got some exciting contests that they're starting. So you're going to want to get on that as well. Also, June 1st is the Premier and Elite calls coming up. So they'll be talking about some exciting information for June. Is going to be a lot of fun as well. So
I can't
I'm
wait.
going to let it go. Yeah, thank you for joining tonight. If
Thank
you don't
you.
have any other questions, anybody? Otherwise, we're going to wrap the call.
Oh, thanks, Marilyn. Fantastic.
Thank you, Marilyn.
All right. Good night, guys.
Good
Thank you. Good night.
you.
Good night.